Hi, I'm Patricia from Trisha's Lovely Creations, and today we're going to create these lovely druzy pendants. We're going to create these ones with little bits of glass. They are fingernail art, and we're going to use that to create this one. And then we're also going to use some glitter. This one is from Ojoy Creations. I love her glitters, and it's got different size glitter flakes in it. So we'll do that one, and then one with just a fine glitter. We'll create that one also. So we'll be doing 3 different kinds today. And let's get started right now. What we're going to need for this tutorial is some pearl clay, gold clay, silver clay, one or the other or both depending on what you like, some crushed glass rhinestones, some glitter, and some glitter mixed with big glitters, small and big mixed, some liquid clay, a heat gun or an embossing gun, and your oven. We're also going to need silver and gold mica powders. So let's get started. Okay, I've conditioned my pearl clay on my thickest setting, and I'm just going to cut that a bit. Let me see here. I just use my craft knife because I don't need this much. I've already got some made, but I want to show you how to do it, so I'm just going to use a little bit. Now if you want to give it some extra shine, you can add some, you can use some of the crafting foils if you want. These are Litha Pavelka, I think I said that right. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. And I like to use it just to give it a little bit of extra something underneath, just in case you have any that shows through. I'm going to use that one. Where's this one? Let's see. Yeah, I might use this little silver one here. And I'm going to use my embossing gun to heat it up so it transfers easier. And we're going to be baking this a little bit anyways, and then crushing it up. So I'm just going to lay that on there, like so. My embossing gun. Should be good. Real quick. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And there, it transfers really nice when you do that. And I have been working on these, gosh, I don't know how long now. Probably a year or more, trying to get this down to a science to make it look good. So I'm happy to finally be bringing it to you. So this is still really soft, so I'm going to heat it up some more with the heat gun. still pretty soft under there. We'll sit and let that cool for a bit, and I'll check it, because we want a good layer hardened and a good layer still sort of soft. So I will be back when this is cooled down. Alright, I'm back and I think it's cooled down enough. I'm just going to take me a razor blade here, and I might have done it a little bit too much, but it's still wet on the bottom, so it might be good. And I'm just going to take and start chopping it up. I'm going to continue to chop this up. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me do all this. And I will be right back when I got it all done. Alright, I'm back and it's all chopped up now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a baggie so I don't end up having an accident and losing it everywhere. Okay, I think the first thing we're going to use is the crushed glass, because that one is the simplest, but I think one of the prettiest. To be honest, I think I really like the crushed glass the best. So I'm going to roll this out on my thickest setting, and I'll be right back. Okay. And I am using my oval cutter from my Sculpey set, and I'm using the second smallest one. It's one up from the smallest. And I forgot to get out my extra tile for this. I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got my tile. I'm going to cut it out. Let's see, I need room, so I'm going to cut it over here. Set that off to the side. You're going to need a brush with your liquid clay. I don't want to put too much on, so I just dip my brush in there and then brush it on. Okay. And I'm going to get my crushed glass, and I'm going to start putting it on there. And we're going to do 2 layers of this, so don't be too worried if it's not covered perfectly. I don't want there to be too much of a layer on top that's not touching the liquid clay though. So you do kind of want to maneuver it around where you got a nice layer in the clay. Darn, I think I lost all those in there. Let's see, there we go. That's got it. Come on. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, I find myself being a little bit picky about where I want it. Oh, sometimes it gets a little bit fidgety. I don't want to cooperate. Let's see if I can get tweezers here. There we go. I think it's covered enough. And we're going to hit it with the heat gun. And you may have some blowing away at this point. You probably will. Don't worry about it. We're doing another layer. And you're going to have to let that set and cool before you do your second layer. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back and it seems cool enough now, so we'll go ahead and do our second layer. So again, we take our liquid clay and our brush. And you don't want to do this too heavy. And I really recommend the Kato liquid clay because it gets really clear. Sculpey now has a clear one. I haven't used it yet, so I am not sure exactly how clear it is. I did not try it on this project. I just went with what I already knew worked. Some of these may be loose, so you may end up picking them back up. Just try to lay them back down in there. You want this to go on really light, but not too light. One up inside my brush and I can't get it out. There it goes. Okay, I think I'm ready. Put that second coat on. There it is. Couldn't find my tool. One that got away. Okay. Now this one you want to hold your heat gun way up high. You don't want to lose too much. You want to make sure that they're pretty good pressed down in there. I keep losing that one. Okay, now I think I got it all covered. I'm gonna hold my heat gun pretty far up. I mean, pretty far up, because I want it to heat up slowly and not blow all my glass away. And as I'm heating this up, I will gradually pull it back down toward it so that it gets a nice good attachment going on before I get too close to it, because I don't want to blow this second layer away. Okay, now I'm going to let this one set and cool, and we will do a final layer of liquid polymer clay, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now we are going to do the top coat with liquid clay, or if you want, you could use UV resin. But I think the liquid clay is just fine. Again, just dabbing it on there light. You're going to find some are still loose. Just kind of try to get under them and place it back. Best you can. Especially want it good and coated around the edges. Because we're going to end up doing the just in the smear on it. And I'm sorry if my furnace is loud, it kind of sounds like a locomotive. Pick up those pieces that I lost, try to fit them in there. Oops. There we go. I think we got it good and covered. And then we'll zap it with the heat gun again. Okay, that should be good. Tile's a little hot there. But there we go. That's our first one done with crushed glass. So I'm going to set and let that cool because the tile's pretty hot. And I'll be back to do the next one. Okay, I'm back. And I believe this has cooled down enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my next one out. I'm going to use gold again. And again, we're going to start with liquid clay. Oops, I got some glass on there still. I'm not going to worry about digging it out. I'm not going to see it. Okay. And now for the pearl clay that we did up. Cut it in my baggie. I got my little spoon thing here. And we're going to cover it with that. Okay, let's see if we do a little bit more on the edges here. Hopefully without deforming it too much. Likes to be very finicky. Let's try the darn tweezers again. Come on, work with me here. Okay, I think we are good. Now, because some of it is still a little wet, it should hold better than the glass did. So we're going to hit it with the heat gun. Ooh, started to burn it. A little bit too long. That's okay. Some did get away. That's okay too. I'm gonna set and let that cool, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. It's cool enough, so we're gonna put a second layer on there. My brush, dip it in my clay, and just start brushing on there. Okay, there's that. Find my bag and my scooper, and we're just gonna lay it on there like we did the first time. Well, that was a swinging and a miss. There we go. Got liquid clay all over me though. Well, that didn't work out at all. There's one little hollow spot there. There we go. I think that's good enough. And like the other one, we're gonna start up in the air and work our way down, and hopefully not burn this later. just gonna let that set and cool, and when it's cooled off, I'll be back and we'll add the glitter. Okay, it's cooled down and I'm back, and we're gonna put another layer of liquid clay. I want this one to be pretty good. You don't want it running down it, but you still want it to be a pretty good layer of liquid clay. You want to try to get it in every nook and cranny here. Okay, that should be it. I got this kind of orange red. I don't know. I'm kind of debating on this one too. Got some purples and pinks in it. Or that one. I really like that one. And I got this purple one. I like that one too. Not too thrilled with that one. It's got some neat colors in it though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Get my little scooper and start covering it. I'm having a hard time getting these edges. Okay, now I need to get me some paper. Tap that off. That's better. Oh, why did I close that? I still need it. Now we're going to hit this with the heat gun. Yeah, we're just going to set and let that cool. And I'll be right back. Okay, and that's cool enough. I want to go ahead and put another coat on. Need another coat of liquid clay. Almost used the wrong brush. And you can see I'm kind of putting it on thick here. I just want to make sure that it don't go anywhere. I put this next layer on. Okay. And I don't know if I told you, but I got these glitters off of Wish. My husband got them for me, actually. They were for fingernails, but I use them for crafts. Okay, I'm going to try to pick it up with the brush and do the edges up underneath where I can't see. don't know how well you can see that. Zoom in there. Just picking it up and dabbing it on the edges here. Okay. I have to clean that up. I'm just going to kind of push it into it. I'm not too worried about the edges of it right now. Those are going to get covered up anyway. Get my paper, save my glitter, what little bit there is anyway. Try to anyhow. It's just sticking to my brush. Yeah, I guess not. Need a towel. Okay, now we'll take the heat gun again and get that going. There we go, that should do. Little piece hanging out there, but that's okay. that later. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that set and cool, and I'm gonna get my silver ready, and we will make the one with the chunky glitter. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I have my next one ready to go. I did it in silver, and I added both layers of my semi-hardened polymer clay chunks, and now I'm going to add some more liquid polymer clay, and then add the mixed glitter on that. I'm doing 3 different ones, so you can decide which druzy you like better. I like all of them, but I really like the crushed glass. I really do. But this glitter is pretty cool too. And it is from Oh Joy Creations. You can find it at ohjoycreationsinc.com. I forget the name of it though. Okay, got that pretty saturated there. Whoa, lost some glitter there. Clean up that rim. There we go. I really love the way this glitter looks on these. And the big hexagon ones there seem to melt into it, and it's really cool. Go ahead and turn it sideways and try to get in there. Go. Clean up my mess. And we will hit that with the heat gun. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what it does. I think it's pretty cool looking. Okay, I think you can see pretty good there. I'm going to start from up above because I don't want to blow any of it off. There we go. I'll let that cool. I'll put another coat because I started to burn there. And then when that cools, I'll be right back. Okay, I got my liquid clay on there. I'm just going to put on some more glitter. I'm going to take my finger and push down what I can. I'm going to tip it again. Try to get the underside. And again, I'm just going to press that in. Sorry about that. I'm moving my tile right out of the frame. Okay. And I'm going to clean my mess up, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Now we're going to hit it with the heat gun again, starting up high just like before. Okay. See if I did it without burning it that time. I think so. Okay. Looks good. There we go. It's got a good sparkle going on there. I love how those big ones melt and it kind of changes the color a bit. it better here. There you go. Yeah, I love how it sparkles. So I really like this one too. Okay, so that part's done, and these are pretty much baked, so we're going to go ahead and do the bottoms, and then I'll pop them in the oven for a half hour. So, let me see, I need a different tile. Paper here. Trying to make sure all the glitter's off me. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and start with the silver one. I'm gonna take my blade and I'll work this one off of here, just like that. I'm gonna check my edges here. I don't want to get glitter all over my bottom piece. I'm just kind of wiping them down with my finger, not over my clay. Okay. I got a piece of glitter in there. Oop, almost forgot. Put some wet clay down on that. Not too much though. Smooth it out with my finger. No, it's just tacky. Sandwiching them together. Smooth off any fingerprints. And I'm going to bake it face down like this on a paper towel on my cookie sheet. I gotta get that ready real quick. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to get the gold ready. Okay, got my gold ready. I'm going to go ahead and punch these out real quick. One and two. Put that off to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the one that's done with the crushed glass. There we go. Getting any glitter off the edges of this one. Wiping it down with my finger. Okay, I think that's got it. Put on a little bit of liquid clay. Move it all about with my finger. making sure everything's all lining up. Still have glitter all over me. And the backs of my pieces. That's the bad thing about using the glitter. It gets everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go set this on my cookie sheet because that looks good. And again, that will be face down. Okay, this one, and I'm probably gonna have to take a fingernail file to it. Zoom out here. Oop, that's too far. There we go. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it got on the edges really good on this one. Usually I don't have a problem with getting it on the edges, but for some reason I did tonight. I just got a fingernail file and I'm just gonna use it on these edges. Let me put my clean piece of clay up so it don't get all yucky. Around that edge, trying to get as much glitter off there as I can without getting up into the good stuff here. So I'm gonna do this all the way around it till it's done, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the edges cleaned up. Add some liquid clay back here, or you can use baking bond or whatever you may have. I've got that ready, so that's what I'm using. And as long as you don't put too much on, you won't have a problem. Just gonna line that up. I think we're good to go with that one. So I'll place it face down on my cookie sheet. My oven is about ready. I'll be right back. This is what they look like, all face down, and I will bake them for a half hour. Okay, they have cooled down. And now we're going to do the just in the smear along the edges. Warming up my clay. I got my finger coat on. And I do it with the finger coat so that it sticks to the clay instead of to me, because every time I do it with my bare finger it just sticks to me. So if you've been trying to do the just in the smear and you can't do it, try it with a finger coat. It seems to work really well. smooth it out. Now I think my doggy has to go to potty. Alright, I'm coming. I will be right back. I'm coming. Okay. Making sure to smooth that all out real good. Trying to get rid of any lines that I may have. I like to kind of spread it out and put a little bit on my finger for any little gaps I may have. Just kind of press it in there and smooth it over. Making sure I fill it all in. Just keep smoothing it over. Don't worry about getting some up in the glass there. That's fine. Making sure to smooth over any fingerprints. I think that's looking good. Double checking everything. Looks good. Okay, clean this up real quick. Find my little brush. I don't think it was that one. What in the world did I have in that one? It's sticky. I don't think it was this one either, but we'll use this one. I'm using Perfect Pearls today, and for my gold, I'm using Sunflower Sparkle. I think it's even brighter than the gold. You don't really need that much. Little goes a long way. Fingerprint there. Smooth it over. And put your gold on. I like to do this because it gives it a little bit more shine. Making sure I get it in all the crevices that's gotten into. Making sure I got it everywhere. Smoothing it into the clay. Looks good. There we go. Now I'm just going to take my finger and smooth that out a little bit more, making sure it's good and stuck to it, making sure I don't have any more fingerprints like I did there. Alright, now we'll put that on my cookie sheet with the others. I'll finish them up and bake those for an hour. And I'll be back when they're done. Okay, they are out of the oven and they have cooled down. So now we're going to finish them up. And I've got these little eyelet screws here that I'm going to put in them. Need to find my pin drill because I like to get it started with that. Oh, I need 2 gold and 1 silver. And I get these at Hobby Lobby. My pin drill. Okay. Just like to see which end I like better. Be the top. I think I like that end. Okay. Try to find the center here. Let's say there. Let's get it started. If I can get my fingers to work. Push that down in and just start screwing it in there. And don't go too tight. There we go. Off a little bit, that's okay. And I'm going to finish the other 2 up, and I'll be back when I'm ready to string them. Okay, now that that's done, we are going to put them on a cord. And I'm using rat tail. And I'm going to do mine at 18 inches. So I cut 17 and a half. There we go. I'm going to need some E6000. I've got my cord ends. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Had to get me a toothpick and get my other findings out. Start with the silver one. Put a little bit of E6000 on your toothpick. And just rub it on there. Don't want too much, but you don't want too little either. Just kind of twist that in there. Take it up a bit. And pull it back down just a hair. And that's all there is to that. Now before I do the other side, I need to get this on there. Close it back up. String it on. Now do the other end. here where you can see what I'm doing. Again, just put a little bit of glue on there. And twist it into there. Hopefully. Yeah, don't want to go. And too bushy on this end, I think. Come on. There we go. Just gotta keep working at it sometimes. And there's that side. Move that out of the way. And I'll find me a lobster claw. Make sure it works. I like to use the bigger jump rings. When I use these, it's just easier to get a hold of. For me, I think. So that's why I use the bigger ones. I already have a little jump ring on here. Ah, darn it. Didn't have that tight enough. Wiggle it in there, make sure it's good and closed. There we go. There we have it. So I'm going to do up the other two and then I'll be back. Well, that's it for this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed the Faux Druzy tutorial. Like I said, I've been working on it for quite some time, trying to get it down just right to where I was pleased with it. But I really do think I like the crushed glass. I think that's my favorite. The mixed glitter from Joy Creations, that's my second favorite. And the glitter, you know, that will get you by. I think they're pretty too, if you don't have the other stuff. So I hope to see you next time. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please join my Facebook group, Trisha's Lovely Creations. Hope to see you there. Thanks. Have a great day.